Have you ever dreamed of venturing into vast prairies where herds of deer graze freely? Or exploring a processing plant where deer products like meat, antlers, and a multitude of other items are crafted? Everyone has likely been captivated by the graceful beauty of deer in deep forests. However, few know that these animals have undergone a fascinating domestication journey, closely tied to human development, adaptability, and bonds. Today, they're raised for their meat, antlers, and hide. Do you know which countries have a thriving deer farming industry? Let me tell you: Australia, Russia, New Zealand, the United States, Canada, and China. These lands are not only symbols of modern agriculture, but also the foundation for the flourishing and diverse care and nurturing of deer herds. However, Australia boasts numerous large-scale deer farms, supplying venison to both domestic and export markets. As of now, there are approximately 2.1 million deer in about 4,000 farms. With vast expanses of land, deer feed is cultivated everywhere, creating a completely natural breeding environment. Here, the farms not only focus on advanced deer farming processes, but also maximize natural conditions to ensure each deer grows in an ideal environment. The combination of modern technology and traditional knowledge has led to the development of advanced deer farms, providing pure, nutritious food sources. First, let's explore the development process of deer, from young fawns to adulthood. Do you know the ideal time to raise deer? Typically, farm owners prefer raising them in the spring. The warm, comfortable weather during this season is favorable for deer growth and development. The gestation period for deer usually lasts from 5 to 7 months after the breeding process. Deer typically give birth to only one fawn at a time, but there are instances where they give birth to twins or even triplets, although this is uncommon. Newborn deer, weighing only about 5 to 8 pounds, rely on their mother's milk and supplemental farmer-provided formula for the first few weeks of life before transitioning to solid food. Please leave a number 1 if you want to own a deer farm. During the breeding process, to prevent the phenomenon of zombie deer, farmers need to ensure that deer are vaccinated properly to prevent any disease outbreaks. To ensure deer antlers grow beautifully and healthily, their diet must be balanced and rich in nutrients. Deer need a diverse menu, not only fresh, nutritious grass, but also supplemented with essential vitamins and minerals. Baby deer grow quickly. In just a few months, they can weigh up to 60 to 70 pounds. However, to harvest deer, the process of raising deer usually lasts from 3 to 5 years. On average, a deer can produce between 100 and 300 kilograms of antlers, but this number can vary depending on species and size. Are you curious about the deer antler harvesting process? Leave number 1 so I can know you'll be with me until the end of the video. To ensure the safety of both the deer and the operator, the deer will be gently controlled or anesthetized during the harvesting process. You might think that dehorning deer is cruel, but male deer have a tendency to be aggressive. They can use those large antlers to attack rivals, and in fact, many deer end up injuring themselves with their own antlers. To ensure the quality of deer antlers after harvesting, they are processed by boiling and drying to remove excess fluid and impurities, facilitating rapid and desired quality of dried antlers. Subsequently, the deer antlers are hung or placed on racks to air dry naturally, with drying times ranging from several weeks to several months, depending on environmental conditions. Did you know that the deer meat industry is growing rapidly and bringing high profits to farmers? At the processing plant, deer are checked for health and meat quality before processing. After preliminary processing, the skin, internal organs, and unused parts are removed. The deer body is brought into the factory, where workers and modern machinery equipped in the factory will assist workers in cutting different shapes. Compared to other types of red meat, deer meat is priced higher. The selling price of deer meat can range from $12.16 to $20.26 per 2 pounds, depending on the meat quality. Are you willing to spend large amounts of money to enjoy this deer meat dish? Furthermore, deer leather provides users with a luxurious and prestigious feel, unlike any other type of leather. With its superior durability, deer leather can withstand high friction and is less prone to scratching, ensuring that products made from deer leather maintain their pristine appearance even after years of use. Next, join me in exploring the farms and cashmere goat farming process of Mongolian farmers, where millions of goats are specially cared for to harvest their fleece. Did you know that cashmere goats originate from the frigid highlands of Central Asia? They are animals that adapt well to harsh weather conditions, where temperatures can fluctuate from below 40 to above 40 degrees Celsius. In cold weather conditions, cashmere goat fleece grows rapidly and becomes thicker to keep their bodies warm. Particularly, the cold region provides abundant food sources, promoting the health of the goats and supporting the growth of high-quality fleece. Leave a number 1 to join me in exploring these cashmere goats. The process of caring for cashmere goats starts with baby goats. During the period from birth to 2 months, babies often drink breast milk and need adequate nutrition to support development. Nutrition plays a crucial role in the development and quality of cashmere goat fleece. Breeders need to provide sufficient protein, energy, minerals, and vitamins to ensure the health and quality of the fleece. This helps maintain the health and quality of the fleece, increasing the value of the product and income for cashmere goat breeders. From 2 to 6 months old, cashmere goats transition from milk to solid food. This stage not only provides energy for growth, but also enhances the overall health of the goats. After maturation, these goats have fully developed muscles and skeletal systems. Every day, cashmere goat herds are allowed to roam freely on vast plateaus. Physical activity on the grasslands not only helps goats enhance their health, but also contributes positively to the quality of cashmere fleece. During the period from 1 to 2 years old, Cashmere goats undergo important maturation processes, especially related to the growth period of cashmere hair. This is the ideal time for farmers to carry out the cashmere wool harvesting process, which requires gentle and highly delicate techniques to avoid skin damage and ensure wool quality. Mongolian herders have traditionally used wooden combs to groom goat hair, which later evolved into standard metal combs. They ensure that the harvesting process not only provides the best quality goat hair, but also makes the goats feel comfortable and doesn't cause any discomfort for them. You're probably quite familiar with the process of processing goat meat in the factory. But have you ever watched the process of processing kangaroo meat in the factory? There are an estimated 45 million kangaroos in this country. The significant increase in kangaroo numbers has created an ecological imbalance, posing challenges not only to the daily lives of residents, but also to the agricultural sector. Every year, approximately 2 million kangaroos are the subject of hunting in Australia. What's noteworthy is that the kangaroo meat hunting industry not only provides a significant meat supply, but also makes a strong contribution to the economy, with a value of up to 200 million Australian dollars. The kangaroo meat processing is a meticulous and professional process carried out at food processing plants in Australia. The objective of this process is to ensure the quality and safety of kangaroo meat, from harvesting to delivery to consumers. Through visual inspections of appearance, color, and freshness, livestock experts and quality control personnel ensure that only the best quality kangaroo meat is selected. Here, the meat is cut into smaller portions based on customer requirements and standards. Each year, 4,000 tons of kangaroo meat are consumed and exported to over 60 countries. The meat is packaged in plastic bags or vacuum-sealed bags for retail. It is frozen to extend its shelf life. The kangaroo meat processing industry contributes significantly to the Australian economy. Compared to other livestock, sheep easily adapt to harsh weather conditions. Furthermore, sheep farming requires less labor, saving time and effort for farmers. Each year, the sheep industry generates billions of dollars from meat and wool production, making a significant contribution to the agricultural economy. First, let's explore the modern lamb processing factory together. Here, after the sheep are brought in, they'll be anesthetized to put them in a permanent sleep state. This process is carried out using anesthetics, ensuring the sheep don't feel any pain, maintaining humane treatment, and ensuring the quality of the final product. Next, the sheep are transferred to the production line, where modern machinery takes over the processing of sheepskin and internal organs in a safe and hygienic manner, replacing manual labor. Before arriving at the meat processing plant, the meat portions undergo thorough cleaning before being transferred to modern cutting machines. The X-ray primal system automates the cutting of lamb primal cuts, delivering highly accurate and clean cuts that surpass those produced by human operators. The system provides precise height and angle measurements for each cut, ensuring precise cut locations with the correct angles. Please leave comment number 1 to let me know that you'll accompany us through the rest of the video. Surely, you're quite familiar with sheep shearing like this. The shearing process, commonly known as shearing, is an important technique in sheep farming. The time to harvest wool depends on the season and frequency of sheep farming. Typically, sheep are sheared in the spring or summer, when their hair is longest and softest. Fleece can also feel quite hot, as you can imagine if you've ever worn a sweater in the summer. Therefore, shearing is an extremely necessary activity for sheep to prepare to cope with hot summer weather. However, on large farms, there's typically a team of specialists for this task. Having knowledge and mastering the techniques is crucial to perform the job efficiently and quickly without compromising the animal's health. Sheep shearing is a labor-intensive task that requires skill. Sheep are typically sheared using electric clippers, similar to the hair clippers you see at a barber shop. A skilled shearer will produce a work of art, shearing the entire wool of the sheep delicately, without causing harm, and completing the job in about 2 minutes. To classify unwanted dead skin and short wool sections, workers will employ specialized measures during the sorting process. Please leave number 1 and share your thoughts on the quality of sheep wool in your garments. Would you like to explore the details of the sheep farming process on the farm to produce quality products for consumers? Do you know which season sheep farming takes place? March to April is the peak season in the sheep farming industry, and the breeding process begins at the farm. After lambing, most lambs are vaccinated, marked, and tail-docked before they're a week old. Additionally, farmers will provide supplementary milk to their lambs to ensure both their ewes and lambs can get out to pasture as soon as possible. Large farms typically own between 25,000 and 54,000 sheep. The fermented feed is meticulously mixed with corn and grains, forming a diverse and nutritious mixture. It seems like the sheep are very interested in this food source. After the care process, the sheep will be released into the pasture on the farm, marking the time for their comprehensive development. Don't forget to enjoy a cup of tea to quench your thirst and join me in exploring the deer farm. Deer have undergone domestication for thousands of years, and the bond between humans and deer began during the transition from hunting and gathering to settled life. The domestication of deer gradually led to deer breeds that are considered domesticated, capable of adapting and establishing close relationships with humans. The art of deer farming has flourished prominently in specific locations such as New Zealand, Australia, the United States, Canada, China, and Russia. These regions are not only destinations for modern agriculture, but also lay the foundation for the prosperity and diversity in caring for and nurturing deer herds. The gestation period of deer lasts from 195 to 205 days. Deer typically give birth to one fawn at a time, but there are cases where they may give birth to twins or even triplets. During the farming process, the occurrence of chronic wasting disease in deer causes a lot of concern for farmers. They worry that the disease could spread to other healthy deer and affect their livelihoods. Some farms often create separate areas for young deer, providing stable and manageable spaces. Additionally, they can regularly monitor their health status and, if necessary, provide medical care. Deer fawns grow rapidly. Within just a few months, they can weigh up to 60 to 70 pounds. During this period, they're cared for, nurtured, and monitored to ensure optimal growth. The diet typically consists of protein-rich and vitamin-rich foods to support recovery and promote health. The deer's living environment also needs to be safe and comfortable, including enough space to move around, clean drinking water, and protection from harsh weather conditions. New Zealand is the largest supplier of velvet antlers from farms. There are approximately 1.2 million deer in about 3,000 farms. With vast expanses of land, deer feed is grown everywhere, creating a completely natural farming environment. To ensure the safety of both deer and handler, deer will be gently controlled or anesthetized during harvest. After antler cutting, a substance called oat powder is often applied to the cut area. Oat powder has hemostatic and antibacterial properties, helping to prevent infection and promote wound healing. This helps minimize stress and prevent any potential injuries that may occur. Did you know that the deer meat production industry in Siberia is rapidly growing and bringing high profits to farmers? The demand for deer meat is increasing, especially in Asian countries such as China, Japan, and South Korea. Compared to other red meats, deer meat is priced higher. The selling price of deer meat can range from $12.16 to $20.26 per 2 pounds, depending on the meat quality. This has attracted the interest of investors and businesses, both domestically and internationally, making the deer meat production industry one of the fastest growing economic sectors in the region.
This is our channel. This is the channel manager. This is the video editor. And this is the content creator.